Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. So, this week we finally picked up on Carrie's story for a bit and made some serious progress. And now we're already in stage 9. So all that remains is just a few more stages to finish her story, which marks the final campaign in Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Hey there, Losers Rise. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. As you're just in time for the finale. Right, so we're in the room of clocks. Let me just get the necessary supplies. Isn't this an airborne enemy? Having an axe might be good. Right, now I will say we haven't... if we want that special ending with Renan, we apparently need to spend 30,000, and we haven't spent that much yet, so... I don't know where the final opportunity to buy from him is. If someone could remind me when the last time you can buy from Renan is. Okay, it's story time. Here's Actrice again, or however you say that. Actrice. You surprised me. To be able to defeat the Fernandez warrior? It is still not too late. Give your soul and power to Dracula. Like, I don't know if she understands the concept of negotiation. It is a simple matter. Sacrifice the lives of 100 children. I slew my own child to attain this prize of eternal life. Like, you gotta make it, like, you gotta make it sound good. Like, what's in it for me? She was really only my stepmother, but my mother gave her life to save mine. She truly loved me. She showed me happiness. Your child received no love from her mother. That's pathetic. Oh dear, you make me so sad. You can get me just as my child did. How pitiful. I love no one in this world other than myself. Will gouge out your heart as a gift for my lord! Triple exclamation mark. Floats away. Okay, so she's basically nuts. I mean, it's good to establish that, but... Okay. Also, welcome to the stream, Clive. It's good to see you. So what, you just form crystals, Actrice? Actrice is kind of the Dutch word for actress. So... And hey Lily, welcome to the stream as well. Yep, I think we need to get Actrice out of here before we get banned for violating the Twitch regulations. That's crystal clear. I don't know what the right way to do this is. Is there like any correlation between the colors? Like I'm basically just spamming attack at her right now. Maybe I need to be more decisive about which crystal I want to destroy and then destroy that one. Instead of running in circles around her. I like how the last laser ball bounced off of her. It can't be. You have defeated me. Me. There we go, and the stream is safe once again. I have the power to subdue Dracula himself. You had no chance. Dracula knows this. He used you merely to delay me. Dracula, Prince of Evil. Only you can I never forgive. Yeah, actors, in terms of like side characters, that was probably the worst one. One-dimensional cackling villain. Didn't offer anything interesting for Carrie to consider at all. Okay, so we're back in the clock tower, and we're probably going to get crushed between the cogwheels a few times, but that's okay. So the next contract will be the last one, basically. Also, I need to stop falling down here. Yeah, we need to keep that in mind. Although I don't see how I'm gonna save up another 15,000 by that time. That might be a bit hard. Oh. This is not going so well. Let's just die here for a second. And restart. Can't be wasting too much time right now. Also, how is my sound? I think I completely neglected to ask that on the last stream, but is the sound okay? Can you hear the game properly and such? You know, the usual important audio balance questions. It's fine? Okay, thank you. Welp. I bravely put finale in the stream title, but I'm already starting to get worried. Even though we're only 10 minutes in. Oh, wait a second. I see we've dropped a few frames. That's a bit worrying. If we start dropping or things start to look weird, let me know. Could be that my ISP is having a laugh right now. You haven't noticed any drop frames? Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, it's only like... It's only like 36 of them. Which is barely a whole second, so... Let's hope it stays at that and doesn't get any worse. Wow, I did so good in this Tower of Sorcery, and now my performance is just awful. Maybe I just need to warm up a bit. Get back into the Castlevania rhythm. Okay, we've crossed to the other side. This is where we'll find the key. Right, this is the place with all the keys. Okay. We've done this level so many times, it should not be that hard, theoretically. Ooh, money. We should try to get that. It's only 100 gold, but... every bit helps, right? I'll have to check if we end up at the last contract and we simply lack the money. I'll have to check if there's an infinite money cheat in here somewhere. Because I did see some cheats, but... I am very grateful for all the generous save points here, at least. It's, oh, more money. Oh, right. No matter how many times I do the clock tower, seems like it always ends up confusing me. At least with Carrie's jumps, we can afford to be a bit more daring. Okay, forget I said that. We need to be cautious. I completely missed that jump, but somehow salvaged it. True miracles. I will say, the hit detection is pretty generous so long as you're just holding the button. Were we supposed to do that? I genuinely don't remember how exactly you're supposed to get through this room, but we're getting through it one way or another. There we go, how not to fall to your death, just hold on to stuff. and take every opportunity to get that sweet, sweet cash. I wonder if I could have just leapt into here and skipped that whole section for additional speedrunner cred. I think, I'm not sure, but I think Clive may have shown me some like speedrun clips from this game at one point. But now that I've actually played the game, I should watch some speedruns to see how people who are actually good at the game manage it. Because there are lots of skips that I can think of, but not execute, so it'll be interesting to see if those are real skips or if I'm completely off base. Alright, there we go. Hey Drewski, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. And thank you. Clearly I did that one too early, and that wastes so much time I might as well just return to my last save point. Were these flames here on the other playthroughs? I don't seem to remember them. They were probably there, I just forgot. Just like how I forgot to do the first room and got stuck there for like 10 minutes. We could probably make it to like the center part, but let's not be too risky about it. This is definitely the stage where the camera becomes a big problem. Because in the Tower of Sorcery, while it is very difficult, you can at least see. Like, it's all very disjointed, like floating crystals and platforms and such, but this is a kind of, well, I don't want to call it realistic, but it's a cohesive whole. It's the inner workings of a clock. So there are lots of parts that can move in your way. Okay, I took extra care not to land between the two cogwheels there, because that would have been really awful. Okay, key acquired. Okay, this part is a bit tricky because there are multiple places to get crushed, but we didn't get crushed, so good stuff. This is probably the room I dreaded the most. All the other rooms are, you know, there's other challenging rooms. Okay, so this is the last place we can buy stuff from Renan, if I understand correctly. And we do not have even nearly enough money to bring it up to 30,000. So let me see if there's a way to get around that. Okay, I set it to infinite gold, but I'm not sure if it worked. I shouldn't break the game by buying tons of that. That would probably be cheating. So I should probably buy other stuff. Okay, so the infinite gold has worked, it seems. I hope you won't begrudge me for using a little trick here just to get to see the ending. What does this do anyway? Strength and condition? I mean, it's kind of cheating, isn't it? Okay, now I don't want to break the game by just buying all these healing items, but at the same time, do we have we spent enough money? Because I wasn't keeping proper track. So you know what? I'll just buy everything, and we'll, during the final battle, remember that I had like 3 or 4 roast beef. So if I have to use more of that, if I have to use more than that, I'm a dirty, rotten cheater. Oh, healing kits too. Right, let's get those too. Okay, we have absolutely spent enough money with him now, right? Like, there's no question that we spent enough money. So let's go and make a very secret save state here before we actually save it in the game. So I'm gonna save now, but we should have a way to return to this point. Okay, so keep in mind I had 3 roast beefs and nothing else. So if I need more during the Dracula battle, I'm a dirty, rotten cheater. Except if I pick up more roast beef or chicken on the way. We'll count those. That's something fun to keep in mind. I'm kind of interested to see what the ending will actually be. I hardly remember this room, which I think is a good sign. Probably means it wasn't as hard as the other one. Probably, anyway. She doesn't quite jump high enough to just get up there from here, but... Okay, there we go. That's what you're supposed to do. Even more gold? Okay, it's time for more riveting gameplay hanging from the railing here. Wait a minute. Am I using the am I not using the proper word again? Railing, that's not it. We're having another conveyor belt situation on our hands here. Apparently, I don't understand words. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It sucks when it stops at that point, because you're gonna have to wait for it to start up again. Because if you just keep climbing, it's gonna activate right at the end there. Oh, ledge. Is ledge the word I'm looking for? Maybe it's ledge. Ledge could also be a really strange way to pronounce the word leg. Okay, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It might have been a bad idea, but I did it. Okay, I just made it. So there's some room for error there, if you want to call it an error anyway. Okay, this part. This is a slightly more challenging part. I probably took way more risk there than I needed to do, but... Alright, the swinging pendulums. Those are burned into my retinas forever. I'm pretty sure I know which room this is. We're gonna drop down in a bit, activate the clock tower, and then we'll be done with this stage, right? And then we'll be very close to the end. I mean, we're already very close if you want to be specific about it. But... Right, how did I do this? I slid down onto that little part. Whoa, camera, please. It's like watching Quantum of Solace. Okay, that hurt. And hello there, Pixel Master. Welcome to you as well. It's good to see you. You've come at the right time, since we're very close to finally putting the final nail, shall we say, in Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. We're very close to Dracula now, unless I took too long, in which case we might have a bad ending on our hands. But either way, we should be seeing the end soon. Okay, stage complete. Yeah, it's time for the end. This is where we discover whether or not we've messed it up with Renan, right? Okay, well, I have been waiting for this. At last we will reach the climax. I have come to take my leave. But first there is a small thing I require from you. That scroll you have used so often, did you read what it says? It's written in ancient demon script. Impossible to read. Oh well, then why are you asking me if I've read it? What is written is thus. You have agreed to a contract with Satan. Spend over 30,000 gold pieces and your soul is forfeit. You have taken far more than this amount. I now enforce the contract. Your soul is mine. Ooh, we're gonna fight him. How have things been? Fine, thank you. Well, I was expecting not this. I was expecting like some sort of fun thing to happen. And this is fun, but very different from what I thought. But yeah, just been keeping up with the Castlevania games, and we're nearly done with this one, so yeah. It's gonna be a bit hard to think of something new to do after this one. And how have you been, Pixel Master? Okay, I think we got him. So it was all a trap, huh? Well, that was interesting. It kind of ended without anything else. I like that though. Secret contract that says if you spend more than 30,000, your soul is forfeit. Now that's evil. Playing Hearts of Iron 4, I see. How is it? It's Dracula time. That's cool. Okay, I'm glad to hear you like it. Ho 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 ho. Santa Claus. I made that joke before. It's no longer valid. Yeah, this is all mostly the same, so if there's a new line from our good friend Carrie, then I'll read it, but... Okay, now I mentioned that you shouldn't use more than 3, but, well, the battle with Renan also kinda only happened because we spent all that money, so do you think it could be justified in at least healing up after that battle? I mean, I don't want to be a dirty, rotten cheater after all. Even though I definitely am one. This phase is actually not very hard, it's just a bit stressful to keep up where he actually is. Did you see me hop over that like a pro? And down he goes. Nighty night, fake-ula. She just kind of stands there. You know, she kind of reminds me of like a Who from Whoville, from the Grinch. It's the nose. And poof he goes, yep. But that's not the end yet. And thus the castle begins to collapse, as it always does. At least the door has the decency to just open for her. Okay, and there we go. And there he is. Spoopy arrow, yes. I almost fell down, did you see that? Now I'm super tense. Okay, I'm just gonna heal, and that means... That means we have 2 more to use, or 3. Depends on how you count it, I guess. Like, if you think it's valid for me to heal after the battle with Renan, then I have 3 more. The strength of this evil surpasses even Dracula's fall era. Aura. Era. Malice, what are you? Didn't Reinhardt say the exact same thing? You have destroyed my servant, and I did not expect such power. Right, so Malice is Dracula. Look at that smug face. And there he is once again. He kind of loves to repeat himself, doesn't he? He's basically just a harder version of the other one. I keep forgetting he doesn't get interrupted by my attack the way the other Dracula did. The fake one. So I need to still get out of the way after I attack him. Or I get hit. Okay. That's a chicken, so I can legitimately have a chicken, right? Without it being cheating. Just making sure we're all agreed on the rules. That moment when you shoot an energy ball straight at Dracula's face, but it decides to follow a flame instead. Ow. Can I get out of here, please? Okay. Yeah, if your bullets home in on one of those flames instead, it's kind of a waste. Yeah, the key is to be earlier than him. Seems like he always gets a hit in with those fires. I'm gonna use one of my either 2 or 3 allowed roast beefs now. There we go. I should probably just read the lines in the cutscenes, otherwise I'm just sitting there being quiet. Maybe I should do silly voices for them this time. Right, so now he pretends to be a kid again, even though... This is kind of interesting, right? Because they present it at first like this kid who might be possessed by Dracula and isn't literally Dracula. This is sort of an inverted Soma, shall we say. Where am I? What has happened to me? You cannot deceive me. Arrgh! It burns! Ha! Your appearance does not fool me. Do you still not understand? This child is really Dracula. Ha! Try to stop me, would you? Miserable human scum! How long do you think you can oppose me? Very well. Prepare to cower before the true shape of Dracula. Yes, we're going to kick him in the butt, if he still has one in this form anyway. See, I'm still kind of weirded out by that whole battle with Renan and how quickly it just ended. Like, he attacks you and you kill him and okay. Moving on. It's so anticlimactic how it ends. Yeah, I don't know if there's a butt on that to kick, but we'll kick whatever is the closest equivalent. Right, this is the final battle, so if we win, that's the end of this game. It's an Argonian from Skyrim. Yeah, it does look a bit like that, except for the centipede legs. Those aren't quite that, I think. Ow. Modded Skyrim. Yeah, this is a crazy Skyrim mod. Todd Howard has done it again. Okay, I'm going to use my last possibly allowed roast beef. Because, I mean, we've got him on the ropes already. Is there a reason why I limit myself? Oh, so... there was a part in the story where you had to spend a certain amount of money to get a secret. So I thought, you know what, we don't have enough money, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna set my money to endless and then buy a lot of items. But then I didn't want to actually use those items, because that would be cheating. Like, I just wanted to see the secret. I didn't want to actually abuse the items to win. And I haven't. I just used the items I had before I bought all the other stuff. So now I had like 10 roast beef and 10 chicken, but I actually had like 3. So yeah, that's why. So anyway, we did it. I probably could have left 1 or 2 of those stages I did last time for this session, just to make it last a bit longer, but... oh well. Maybe we'll have a quick look at all the alt costumes once we get done here. Once we watch this dragon explode. This Skyrim dragon. Alright, and down it goes. And then a black rectangle appears on the screen. Okay, I wonder how her ending will go, because like I said, Reinhardt had the whole subplot with Rosa, but Carrie didn't really have anything to learn or to gain in her story beyond defeating Dracula. Like, there's talk of saving her friends or avenging them, But we never get to see those up close, so... It's been 2 years since you visited your mother's grave. Interesting conversation starter. Yes. Are you sure you want to get down here? I'll take you up the hill. Thank you. This is fine. I want to walk the rest of the way. Well, I'm guessing this is the good ending, but it's still kind of a sad scene, isn't it? Unless she also just kind of comes falling down from the sky like, oh hey, I'm alright now. Kind of ruined the moment though. Well. And that does it for Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. We've played through all 4 campaigns in this game. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So, this game is controversial, or at least Castlevania 64 is. Thank you, Lily. Castlevania 64 is very controversial, and this game is basically an extension of that. But having experienced it firsthand, I definitely see, like, there's... A lot of the problems are valid that people bring up. A lot of the grievances, but a lot of people seem to ignore that there is a very solid game under all of that. You know, there were lots of, like, minor frustrations, but a lot of things to like about the game as well. A lot of content too, I mean 4 campaigns, that's nothing to sneeze at. With unlockable stuff and multiple endings. Yeah, thank you, Clive. And thanks to you both for recommending this game. Okay, isn't nothing to sneeze at a phrase as well, or did I just make that up? It's perfectly possible that I made that up. But to scoff at is also a phrase anyway. Well, sneeze at is a thing, yeah, I thought so. I'd never make any language errors. I always articulate my words properly, and my English is impeccable. Not anymore. Okay, you just removed it. Update. We're doing a hot fix for the English language. Sneezing is no longer a thing now. From now on, it's just called a nose explosion. I couldn't think of anything funny. Nose explosion. Well. Comedy. Anyway, that was pretty nice. Okay, and there we go. So, we're done with Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. So, we should probably have a quick look at the alternate costumes, if possible. I guess we can just start. It doesn't damage the save file to just do new game on it, right? Okay. Henry doesn't get an alternate costume because he wears an armor. He wears armor. Okay, let's have a quick look at Cornell's alternate form. Man, how long has it been since we've seen Cornell, anyway? Ooh, look at this. Did he have that thing around his leg in the other version? Anyway, this is a cool skin. Let's have a quick look at it. Take a bow. Okay, let's check out the other skins real quick, and then we're gonna have a... While we do that, actually, let's talk a bit about what's next. So, we finished this game, and that leaves us with nothing else to do, at least. It's certainly something. Yes, you can say that again. So the question is, what shall we do next? There's many more classics to play, but not that many in the Castlevania, Metroidvania category. Unless we want to go back and do Simon's Quest. Which I'm probably not going to do. All characters on hard. Yes, maybe not. Ooh, look at this. Very Belmonty with the shoulders. Curse of the Moon. What's that again? I completely forgot. Once I look at Carrie's alt costume, I'll check that out. The alternate outfits for Reinhardt and Carrie are their primary outfits from Castlevania 64. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I wonder why they chose new ones as defaults. That's strange. Oh, right. Didn't they also make a like it's the Bloodstained thing? The Bloodstained game? Not you know what I mean. The Kickstarted one. Oh, look at this. Okay, okay. I can see why they changed this one. This one is a bit extravagant, shall we say. She's like a... She was already kind of a magical girl with the laser balls and the disco. But this is ridiculous. With the big pink bow, green and blue. Ritual of the Night is the Metroidvania one. Curse of the Moon is the classic one. Okay. You know what? I'll have a quick look into those. And perhaps we'll start on one of them. Probably the classic one first. Next time. Anyway, we've seen the old costumes. I've shared most of my thoughts about the game. I will need to kind of sit on it and think back on it for a bit before I form like a totally solid opinion. But I did really enjoy this game, and I think I have a pretty positive opinion of it, regardless of the reputation. And yeah, it was good. Kind of sad that it's over now, but on the other hand, that does leave us with opportunities to start new things. So let's get this game right out of here. Yeah, look at that dark, empty square in the middle of the screen. Right, so let me just quickly look up Curse of the Moon. Because that does sound like a good idea to do that one next. Oh, made by Inti Creates too. They did the Cave Story remake and a lot of stuff like that. Okay, tell you what, I'll look into that one and we will probably try that one next time. So with that said, I'm gonna close off the stream here. It's only been a bit over an hour, but we're done with the game and it will take some prep time to get the next one done, so... Thanks to everyone who stopped by. Thanks to Losers Rise. It was nice to see you. Thanks to Pixelmaster for stopping by. And of course, thanks to Clive and Lily for being here for basically the whole franchise. It's much appreciated. Let's see. Drew stopped by for a moment. Thanks to him as well. And thanks to everyone who I am unfortunately forgetting. Lots of people stopped by throughout the series, and I really appreciate it. You made it a lot more fun. So, next time we'll probably do Curse of the Moon, and then we'll see where we go from there. Maybe onto Ritual of the Night and whatever might happen next. And feel free to share suggestions with me, of course. So, now that that's done, I'm gonna send you over to someone. Let's see. Oh, Nash, my slightly larger, slightly more bearded clone is streaming right now, so I'll just raid him. Say hi to him for me if you have the opportunity, or if not, have a good night and catch you next time. Bye-bye.